All right, how's it going, guys? I'm actually on my way to the fishing spot right now, walking through a nice little trail here. It is mid-August right now. We just had rain maybe a few days ago. I'm going to like a medium-sized creek that should be pretty clear by now, I think. I actually went to this spot in May of this year and caught maybe like one smallmouth and one rock bass. So not the best day, but that was in May, and I think that was during the time when fish were spawning or in post spawn and they were being weird and not biting anything. So I'm going back to the basics here with a Helgramite on a Ned rig jig head. This was the MVP bait for me last year when I was learning how to fish more, but I actually haven't used it much this year, so we'll see how it goes. Been using a lot more crankbaits and swim baits this year. For some reason, those have been really good. So should be catching smallmouth here and maybe some largemouth. Probably no spotted bass, but maybe largemouth. We'll see. I got a pretty light setup here. I got my light action pole that's 6 feet long, and I got 6-pound mono on here. So 2-pound fish is gonna definitely put up a good fight on this thing. Maybe even break my line. Hopefully not. But we're gonna see how today goes. It is a pretty clear day. I think fall is getting closer and closer here, so the fish should be picking up on that. But it is just a really nice day and not much humidity, so I don't know. Don't usually like fishing on those days, but it may be good still. All right, I'm almost at the creek. Let's get after it. Oh, I think I had a bite. Yep. What is this? Oh, there we go. There we go. All right, and the Helgramite still works just as well. Oh, buddy, chill. Just a little smallmouth. This is probably what we're gonna catch mainly in here, but we might get lucky with something else. Craziest thing happened. I just had a rock bass on the end of my line, not very big, and all of a sudden this big smallmouth came out from underneath those branches and started chasing the rock bass, and I thought I could let it eat it and then bring it in, but nope, it just straight up broke my line immediately. So I don't know, hopefully that smallmouth got a meal out of that until he realizes there's a lure in that rock bass's mouth. That was crazy. That's like pretty much the second cool thing that's happened today besides one fish. So it's been a slow day. All right, switching up to a rebel craw here. So going to crankbait, I kind of want to get moving more. I think I'm in crappy areas, so I kind of just want to get to some untouched spots. Based off that smallmouth that chowed on that rock bass, I think whatever fish I can come across are probably gonna be pretty active. Problem is I just gotta come across some fish. There we go, that's a smallmouth for sure. Not a big one. Awesome. That's a good size, I guess, for this creek. This guy's feeding up good. Look at that, he's got a little, some sort of, I don't know, some sort of little minnow in his mouth. Look at that. I'm telling you, they're kind of like getting active here because it's fall. Hope he doesn't spit out his food. Oh my gosh. There we go. That's the big smallmouth of the day, I think. There we go. Sometimes it takes just a bunch of waiting. All right, guys, here's the smallmouth of the day. Nothing crazy huge, but he was hanging out right near those tree roots and actually hit this thing right when it hit the top water. That's a really good one for this creek. Biggest of the day. Might fish for a little bit longer, maybe until it gets like dark. So like I said, the smallmouth in here I think are pretty active, especially today, but you just have to get to the holes where they're at. I mean, I think I was just in really pressured areas and there's just not many fish in those spots. All right, we got a fish. That's definitely a smallmouth. It felt a little like a rock bass, but no way a rock bass is jumping up that high. Oh, okay, well you guys saw it. There we go. That's number 4 today. All right, I'm gonna do this next hole up here. Even though it's getting dark, I think I finally hit some good areas. There's another smallmouth. We hit the area. This is awesome. Ooh, this guy's got some really gold colors. All right, well, it's kind of dark, but hopefully you can see those gold colors in there. That is beautiful. That's one of the most beautiful smallmouths I've ever seen. It's just golden, it's not even bronze. All right. I think we got enough fish to make a video now. About time. Oh, that's a good one. Man, we got another good smallmouth here. All right, now this right here might be the biggest smallmouth of the night. Look how yellow that guy is. Super pretty colors too. I don't know, first or second biggest, I can't tell. Man, I cannot believe all it just takes sometimes. All it takes is just waiting. I say that all the time. Just gotta wade a mile, maybe a little more at times, and then you'll hit some good pockets. I'm gonna keep going, even though it's getting dark. I have to keep going. The Rebel Craw, I don't use it very often, but it's definitely a good bait to use in this creek, that's for sure. This isn't too deep of a creek, so it's really good to use these crankbaits that are shallow divers. Oh yeah, that's another good one. What in the world? Alright guys, I was not expecting smallmouth of this size consistently. I mean, this is like the 3rd or 4th of this size I've caught. This is not a very big creek at all. My gosh. And they're all active, going after the crankbait. All right, keep going. We got some rapids coming up too. Maybe there's a really good sized one in this hole. All right guys, I made it out of the creek. Luckily I have this amazing grassland to walk through where I don't have to worry about walking through spider webs and pitch black darkness. So this creek I went to, it is very hit or miss. I mean, I've found some good spots in it. I've also had trips that were very bad where I caught maybe one smallmouth. It's pretty much like you gotta go to a stretch that's got maybe 1 or 2 really good holes and you know, you better hope you catch a bunch of smallmouth there. So kind of like how this trip was. I caught a smallmouth at the beginning at a big hole, and then way farther upstream is where I caught most of the smallmouth in like 2 holes. And I even went a little bit past there, and then the water got really thin and really shallow. So just goes to show, I mean, if you know there's smallmouth or bass in a creek, a small creek, you're gonna have to wait a long time just to hit some good holes. You're gonna go through a lot of areas that are just not good, and it's frustrating, but then when you go to a good hole, it's really rewarding. I don't know if these smallmouth only swim up here in the summer or if they have wintering holes. I have no idea, but I mean, it's a tiny creek. So, and this is another video showing why I love crankbaits in the creeks. Ned rigs are awesome, but if you're not in a good area, they just take too long and then you kind of waste your time. So I like to get moving pretty fast in the creeks just so I can wade up to good areas, and then, you know, then I can throw on a Ned rig when I know I'm in a good spot. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next creek. Later. All right, how's it going, guys? I am using my nice camera, I guess, right now. I don't use this too often, so we'll see how the lighting is. Probably looks a little bit orange, but I believe I have a fishing video that you just watched. So now we're gonna go over the winner for this giveaway finally. All right, so I got my camera on my computer here. This is the little software we got. It's a little bit after 9, so we'll make sure that everybody was in before 9, whoever wins right here, but let's see what happens. Here we go. All right, there we go. Paul Casper is the winner for this giveaway. All right, so I just checked the comment from Paul Casper, and he did it 3 days ago, so he is all good for this giveaway. So once again, the winner is Paul Casper. That is the channel name, and then there's like an @BeermanPK. I'm not sure if that's like a email that YouTube gives you or whatnot, but so those are the 2 names that I can see for this account. And if that is you, go ahead and contact me. I'm gonna try to contact you through, you know, this video and then the community thing I'm gonna put up, and then also I'm going to leave a comment back on this past video where I announced the giveaway. So once again, I hope you guys enjoyed this little giveaway, and I'm gonna try to do more as we hit more benchmarks. Right now it is the beginning of April, so we are getting into some prime time pre-spawn bass fishing. It's been really rainy so far this year. Of course, that's how most springs are, but the weather's starting to get really warm, and we're getting into a really dry spell for the middle part of April. Like in the next 10 days, it looks like no rain in the forecast. So hopefully we get on some big fish, both largemouth and smallmouth, and then whatever else we can go after here. All right, see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.